Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, and welcome to the first episode of Uni Cooking with Peter. I make Peter Jenkins your host. Now, our first episode today is episode 101. Yay! 101. But today we're going to be making brownies! Yay! Brownies, my favourite thing. Now, the recipe that I'm going to use is one that we got off the internet before. I can't remember the guy that made it, but I will be sure to link him in the description. So, what will you need? I hear you cry. Well, listener and watcher of this fantastic new internet show, you will need the following. 100 grams of unsalted butter. 125 grams of light muscovado sugar. If you can't find it in the supermarket, it basically looks like brown sugar, just fancier and a tiny bit more expensive. 125 grams of caster sugar. 150 grams of dark chocolate. 3 teaspoons of golden syrup. If you don't have any syrup, then you can use honey as an alternative, and it's really nice. We're going to use 2 eggs. We're going to use 100 grams of plain flour, 6 teaspoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to use an entire bottle of vodka. Yay! Ow! Fucking vacuum! Oh. Okay, so you've got yourself your ingredients sorted. Now what you need to do is set your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. This is about Google in Fahrenheit. So once you've got that sorted out, you want to get yourself a pan. Now, I have a pan right here. Look, it's a pan. Hi, pan. Anyway, the pan itself is about a face size. And this is the size of pan that you're going to need, because once we start to mix all the ingredients together on the heat, then it'll start to get a lot together and we need a big pan. So that's cool. Now, once you've got the pan sorted, what you want to do as well is get yourself a baking tray. Now, this baking tray is also face size. Yeah, obviously face size, you probably don't know what it is, but to help you, it's about hand size. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. But once you've got one roughly about this size, it's fairly deep, you want to make sure that you grease it up and then you don't have to deal with it later on. Once you've got your ingredients, what you want to do is you want to split them out. You want to get both sugars, the chocolate and the syrup, and you'll put that in one bowl. Now all I've done at the moment is put both the sugars in, got the golden syrup here that's separate, and as you can see from over here, I have the chocolate. So once you've got that separated into one bowl, that's cool. Next one, for a different bowl, you want to get the cocoa powder, the flour, the bicarbonate of soda, and the vanilla powder. The bicarbonate of soda, I mean the baking powder. Why did I write down bicarb? Anyway, basically you want the baking powder, and you want to mix them together, and then what you want to do is with your 2 eggs, you want to whisk them together so that they're really nice and aerated and foamy. And if yours looks like that, then cool. If it doesn't, yeah. Now what you want to do is you want to melt the butter, as we have done all the way over here. And once you've melted the butter, see, nice big spoon, nice face pan, keep it on a low heat and then add the sugar. Great. Now what this is going to do is this should literally start to congeal a bit together. Now I just like to mix all of this together so it looks a little bit like this. Then rather fast, what you want to do is you want to grab all of your chocolate, yeah, and then put it in. Now as you can see, I've broken my chocolate up just to make it a bit easier to melt into the sugar. Right, it's going to wang the heat up a little bit for this. You don't want to wang it up too high because you don't want to possibly burn anything, because that would be bad and nobody likes burnt brownie. So give it a mix, and then once it's started to go a little bit, sort of starting to do now, you can add the syrup. Now I'm not going to lie, I really cannot be bothered to measure this out, so we're going to take a guess at how many teaspoons it is. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3. Great. 3.5. Awesome. And then mix that together. And then in a little tiny bit, it only takes like 2 minutes, this should be nice and melted. Great, so now this is nice and mixed. It's got absolutely no massive chocolate lumps in, which is what you want. And next what you want to do is you want to take it off the heat. So you can just pop it onto the hob next to it, turn off the heat. Then you want to grab all of your cocoa powder, flour, bicarb and vanilla, and then just pour it in. Just pour it in. If you've got any left in the bowl, like here, just get your fingers Do it in. Da 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 da. But now your fingers are mucky, so you're gonna have to wash them, which is a bit of a bitch. But hey, that's life. So you got all these together, and now you just want to mix it in just off the heat. God, the spoon's huge. Right, you can use a smaller spoon if it helps, but you just want to mix that in until it's all completely the same colour. Just mix it in until it's roughly looking a bit like this, and you get your frothy eggs that you've got before, and then pour them into the mixture. Okay. Now next comes the quite tricky bit, because I always mess this up and get egg everywhere, but thankfully my flatmates don't know about that yet until they watch this video and then bollock me. So that'll be fun. Cool. So let's mix it together. It will stick to the spoon slightly, but that doesn't really matter. And you should be able to see that it's all mixing in nicely. If you've got any bits of flour on top, scrape them in. Scrape them in. And you want to keep mixing until it looks roughly the same consistency. This smells actually amazing. So once you've got this sorted and it's in the nice same consistency, you want to make sure that you've got everything, absolutely everything off the bottom. Get it into your nice greasy tray. Oh, check out all that grease, awesome. It's just a bit of margarine in there. Spoon it in, spoon it in. In this case, you can be the big spoon. You want to spread this out so it's nice and even. If you want, at this point, you can make a really cool pattern in it. I am going to go for a swirl, because I'm inventive. There we go. And next what you want to do is you want to pop it in the oven for half an hour. My God, that's hot. And you don't want to open it. After half an hour, basically, your brownie should come out looking something like this. Now what I've done is I've taken this out and I've left it for another half an hour so that it can cool down. And hopefully what this means is that we can, washing up really isn't my thing. Cut around the edges, and then it should, in theory people, drop out. Ta-da! Now, this does look like it's gone a little black at the bottom, but what we're going to do now is we're going to take this upstairs to my friends, the international students, and we're going to see how they like it. Brownie, 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 brownie. This is Karis. Karis, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Karis is going to be my expert taster for brownie. She's tried it before.
Very excited about this.
Oh yeah, you can tell. Look at her face. Look at her eyes. In her eyes. Hi. Say hi, everybody. You're talking to the internet. You can say hi. Hi. Hello. Okay, so I've been told that I can de-virginize the cake. So we'll...
I don't know.
Oh, it is actually really nice and soft on the inside.
This made my world.
Peter knows how to make people happy.
Start with Karis. Response time. Karis, out of 10, how many fingers? No, sorry, that sounds weird. And out of 10, how many? 10, yay! 10, how many? 10, great. Raphael, you've had this. 10, awesome. How many? Brilliant, brilliant. How many?
20!
Yes, 20! Brilliant. Now you see, that is what I call a very successful start. Yeah. So, yes. And, oh, you're very welcome. A round of applause as well. Thank you kindly. I feel honoured, I really do. Yeah. So there we go, people of YouTube.
Brilliant. Yeah, it is.
Amazing brownie, and you can have it with cream. Brilliant. Enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Peter Jenkins, and you have been watching Uni Cooking with Peter. Now, this is my first ever YouTube video, so I don't really know what I'm doing. So, if you would like, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be cooking a load more in the future with my food Bible, otherwise known as my recipe booklet, and it has a load of recipes in that I've been going through at the moment, and I'm going to be cooking hopefully every single one of these. So if there's any in particular that you can see right here, and I hope that you can see them, otherwise this is going to be awfully embarrassing when I try and do another take. If you'd like me to cook any of those first, let me know. But if you want me to cook anything that you know that you'd really like, that you'd love me to have a go at, and if it has alcohol in, the better, then do let me know. Thank you very much, and have a happy new year as well.